Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So we're trying something different today in that I played Blue Baby, I believe up to Isaac, and going to the chest, and then I just went to sleep. So I am starting off totally cold, but you can see I've cleared off the floor. I have full soul hearts as a Blue Baby. There's a lot of chance of success here. We started off fairly early getting the blue candle, which the blue candle seems to really just be maybe either a more damaging version of the red candle or a faster recharge of the red candle. Either way, it's really not noticeable either way. I'd assume it's probably a little bit more damaging, but that would also imply that if I ran into a blue flame, I would take more damage than running into a red flame, and I don't think that's really the case. As far as other things, we have, I guess, half of the key to Mega Satan. We have Laser 5 with with Psychic Tears, which that helps certainly a lot. We have a Cube of Meat. We had a Steam sale that gave us a lot of coins to buy a lot of things. Black Candle removes curses. Really high damage kind of early, not perhaps so much high damage now. But yeah, there really isn't a lot different here. I just managed to do the one thing that you have to do with Blue Baby, which is get soul hearts and keep soul hearts, because that's the only health you can have. And having the chick track certainly helped that. We've always, if I recall correctly, we were always low on bombs in this run, but yeah, that's about it. So in we go. Of course, starting off incredibly cold. It would not be surprising one bit if I just lost 12 life immediately here. Of course, I need to use the blue flame to my advantage. But you can see that the blue flame doesn't particularly all of a sudden like guarantee victory or anything like that. The Tech 5 with the homing shots helps a lot. But yeah, there's still lots of room here for failure. I think I may have the Revenge Fly also, which, yeah, and the Polaroid certainly has been activating quite a bit on this run, so that's been helpful also. Alright, now we had already beaten Isaac, so now the run, or at least I think we had already beaten Isaac, so now the run more consists of trying to defeat Blue Baby with Blue Baby. Let's go down here and just see what this card is. Chariot probably is better shot as far as an item. We don't have bombs. I don't think we have Stompy either, no. There was a lot of runs I did, certainly, and so there's a lot of room for just misremembering what specifically a character has here. Again, maybe you want to fight Mega Satan for prestige, but mostly we're hoping these 4 key items and chests, we have 17 keys, helps us just get a slightly increased attack, and there's really not much else we're looking for. Soul hearts, like damage reduction with infamy is good. D6 is an interesting thought. That and that. Okay, so we've created a scenario here where the problem, we need another pedestal item so we can leave our blue candle somewhere else. I don't want to lose the blue candle because it has been, like it often will be, a nice alternate way of doing damage. There we go. So we do this, then we re-roll all of this, and then I think we leave that. Well, here's the problem. D4 could change everything on us, and maybe give us a key to get to Super Satan. 99 bombs is interesting. This rune mark is interesting, but if we really want to take on Mega Satan, we're gonna have to go into rooms without the firing ability of the blue candle and to get charges on the bombs. I guess that is, unless we could find something else that that would give us batteries. For the most part, though, when you're not fighting a bullet sponge character like Isaac, you do seem like you're fairly safe. Interesting, just an empty room. That seems weird, that there would be a difficulty 0 room in the chest. But yeah, you can definitely see how this is still slow. And maybe there's a factor just getting back to Isaac. It just kind of always feels slow, even if it's not really going very slow. What you don't ever get on the chest or the dark room, it seems at least, is a room with an angel on it. Which, that would be kind of saving grace. That was weird, it teleported me. I totally came in through this door and it started me in the front of Gertie. And it didn't teleport me like you normally get teleported to a different room. It just straight up moved me here. Maybe that's for good assistive reasons, but that feels very out of place in Isaac because it doesn't happen anywhere else. We also have giant spiders, so building up more spiders is a thing. Yeah, there's really no choice. You gotta just re-roll all of these. There is almost an argument to taking the Lazarus robes that would give us an extra life and turn us into Lazarus, which maybe Lazarus hasn't beaten the Lamb. So maybe there would be a thought there. But I think you just try to use D6 to get inside and fight Mega Satan. This might be also an example where the blue candle really isn't doing as much as it seemed. Like, you can kind of just live without it. I did take one hit here, but this is also a 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse in one room, so. And you'd almost expect then, after clearing a room like this, that you would have that chance of spawning 4 pieces of cubes of meat or bandages to really increase your odds of getting Super Meat Boy or Bandage Girl. Go ahead and take the Eternal Heart. There's really no reason not to. we'll go and pop Anzu. So now we know where a secret room is, we know where super secret room is. We should now just work our way towards the boss, since we are kind of slowly losing health. We'll put a bomb here. Sad tears, whole bunch of red hearts. Those aren't going to be helpful. Yeah, and Lust still moves really fast as a character. And yeah, unless you get your speed up, there definitely feels like there are some... Oops, walked on the creep. It definitely feels like there are some characters that just straight up will always be faster than you and potentially ruin you for that reason alone. There we go. Another reroll. There's arguably not enough items left for another reroll, but we do show now that we have a battery. Okay. Technology 2. Balls of steel. I think there was a lot of balls of steel pills that I found. 3 or 4 of them. I think you might unlock something if you get Technology 1, Technology 2. And just like all the technologies at the same time. Like this Robo Baby, for instance, maybe I should take that with us too. So what this means is we can either risk failing or we can risk not getting all the charges. See, Technology 5 is the one that's still being tested and is kind of wonky. Technology 2 is the one that works, but I think is a little weaker. I don't know if there really is a Technology 3, 4, or 1. Alright, so we gotta count. There's, from what I can see, 1, 2 rooms. So 1, 2, 3 rooms. Yeah. This room has just poop in it. This room, best case scenario, would have a chest with Dad's key in it. Nope. Alright, so we've seen every room on the floor. We've given it the college try. We have 6 bombs, which could be used offensively. And Chariot card versus the Stars card. We could pop the Stars card just for fun, but it's not going to do anything. So we take Robo Baby 2.0, take this, we take Refreshed and Protected, we have Holy Crack, or we have Blue Candle. And I think we take Blue Candle. I would have to take kind of a considerable amount of damage in this fight. Not really be protected by the Polaroid at all. Take a lot of damage, not be protected by infamy. Forget to use the blue candle, forget to use the chariot. Like, it really would just have to be a incredible comedy of errors for this to play that way. Now he is a bit of a bullet sponge, but here we'll just run with Chariot into this guy. Yeah. We've got this done. And that unlocks the last character, and there's kind of no reason to even run around. So, there we go. Fate has now appeared in the basement as one more item done, and that was the culmination, certainly, of a lot of struggle, certainly, to get to that point. And if anything, going to the chest and beating Blue Baby is way easier than going to the dark place and beating the lamb. And so that challenge is still there, but we are kind of at a point now where not a single character has multiple challenges. Like, Isaac needs to go to the lamb, Cain needs to go to the chest, Judas needs to go to the lamb, Blue Baby needs to go to the lamb, and Samson needs to go to the lamb, and Azazel needs to go to the lamb. So, let's start off with a little bit of warm-up with Azazel. Which Azazel has the Brimstone and Flying advantage versus the Blue Baby, but then has the 3 Black Heart advantage, which is actually an advantage compared to 3 Soul Hearts. The only thing different, I think, also is that Azazel can get HP up, so you can fairly easily break out of his health issue. It is more difficult to break out of his range issue. So getting a technology or getting Fetus in the Jar on the first floor even changes your gameplay, but it doesn't really change it any differently, that much more differently than there we go. That might very well be the item we needed. And so now that we have the 7 deadly sins, does that mean this first floor could have had the 7 deadly sin on it? I don't think you could have. That would be kind of crazy. You would have to instantaneously have unlocked a item. There's a chance going in here would fight greed. That could make sense, but also, why waste the coin, the key for that? So yeah, technology, Fetus in the Jar, something to get far, far away from the range, while hopefully keeping up the keeping up your damage. Deals with the devil, on the other hand, I mean, you kind of have to immediately reject him and hope for deals with the angel. Yeah, I don't know if having 3 dark hearts drastically increases deals with the devil or completely eliminates chances of deals with the angel, though. It kind of doesn't seem like it does. Tears and shot speed up are nice, because I think that does reduce the charge time. But yeah, you want to get your health high early on to accommodate a character like this, or just be really good about playing Isaac and not take damage. As you try to get a bunch of pills or something to increase your range. And if you were to get a deal with the devil and it was to offer brimstone, I wonder if taking brimstone would increase your range in any way. Now this super lust totally exists here, specifically because of the 7 Deadly Sin card that we have. Alright, so we'll leave this. We're gonna look for a big room to potentially break rocks in. One of the blue baby runs, I did break the first blue rock, and it did not do a small rock. So it's not 100% guaranteed, but it seems very highly likely that you will get small rock as your first blue tinted rock reward once you've unlocked it. Enough that it is really worth the effort. And so you could try to be smart here and get the spiders to come close enough to blowing up the rocks themselves, but then they would also blow up you, and I just don't think that's worth it. Let's see. So yeah. Now, is this the best room to use destruction in? It would have been, had I not used the bomb. I should have remembered I had destruction, and I could have just blown up all the rocks in the room. It probably is still the best room to use it in. But, you know, there's an argument to do it in here now, since we found another tinted rock. I am not playing well, to say the least. We do have the full card, so it does make sense to go into the cursed room. Let's just focus on the spiders first. Ceremonial robes and several sins up. Several black hearts. That can adjust for a while, but we have to be warmed up enough to not take stupid damage. Apparently, and I only found this out by watching other YouTubers play by Binding of Isaac Repentance. Apparently the lump of coal that you get from Krampus increases the damage based on the distance you shoot a tear from. So if you hit an enemy from far away, it does a lot more damage than if you're hitting it right up close. A, that's nice, but B, it once again highlights the problem of Isaac just not explaining anything to the average player. It also kind of makes more sense considering how Krampus is really a character you don't want to fight. Yeah, would I really want a wiggle? It almost doesn't matter, so we might as well keep it. Yeah. Do we have enough coins to justify going into the shop? I think we do. And we've got a problem now in that we have a 7-cent blank card. So I think we do this. I think we think about, are we going to a secret room? Or are we going to blow up the guy and try and get more coins? Let's go in here. Okay. So we've got a bomb. We could potentially blow up this guy to try and get 2 coins to get a battery. Didn't get battery. And then the question would be, is there anything else we can do on this floor? No. So, moving forward, Rydo kind of sucks as an enemy because he moves really fast. And he leaves his little other partner just floating around attacking you. Luck up into keys. Alright. So the question becomes, do we touch Guppy for 3 soul hearts? We definitely don't take the buddy. Do you really need Guppy with Azazel? Not really. I think we skip that, and we hope that that counts as a deal skipped. Although maybe it doesn't. I have no idea what Fate does as an item. I also don't know what Celtic Cross does as an item. Which is 2 more items. There is a website with images of items that if you can compare the image, you can click on them, but then it doesn't depict them directly as it looks in the game. So even then, trying to figure out what the square blocks are that we are missing as far as items that I've yet to pick up is fairly difficult. Even if they are in the same order, I would have to have it directly in front of my face. Okay. I'm gonna come over here. Take this. Now this gives you soul hearts. Instead of potentially any random item. For a couple of charges early in the game, that is probably a deal worth making. Particularly since we have a battery. Plus we have these early black hearts, which we can try and protect. I'm gonna have to move around just to hit that guy. Taking him on from head on is gonna be too difficult. Alright. There it goes. Another soul heart. Take this, another soul heart. Yeah, we are literally on Caves 1, and we already have everything we could want as far as health. Or almost everything we could want as far as health. I think we will still be down the path of 7 deadly sins, which means fewer rooms potentially of less predictable alignments of enemies, which also kind of helps you. And then this is the argument of potentially getting the purple heart and just increasing the challenge up. Like, you fight these guys enough, you get used to the 7 deadly sins, and they tend to be only one character in the room, or at least start as one character in the room, compared to a room with, say, explosive flies. Okay, fate, I guess, gives you flight, but we already had flight. And also, if I had picked up fate in this scenario, I would have had to use a bomb to move this out of the way. Notice this does not get nudged by you, but it will get nudged by a bomb, or at least it doesn't get nudged after it's open. I don't think it gets nudged by you at all. The red chest, the gold chests. Even if you had no keys, could you nudge a gold chest? It would be, I guess, the experiment I would have to try. I bet it doesn't move. Some of these enemies really also show just how easy it would be to defeat them if your range was just ever so slightly longer, because their attack patterns are pretty short too. I guess we'll hold out hopes for a gold key. Bombs are keys. Yeah, now we really are holding out hopes for a gold key. One more charge and I'll have like kind of the perfect amount of health, because we have this eternal heart, so we can sit on any extra charges and use those on the next floor, assuming we had extra charges. Alright, super secret room. I hope I hit that close enough. Alright. At a certain point, all I would be looking for in a gamble with that would be the simply the trinkets. Alright, Spoonbender is what I had in the last run as far as homing shots, which at a certain point maybe that then makes an argument to get rid of the wonky wiggle worm. Secret room would almost have to be here. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy. I think that just randomly changes your size. We kind of don't have a guaranteed of high pills or good pills yet, so it'd be a little bit much to go for that route. Let's see. Okay. Pills. That's telepills. Did we go in here? Yes, we did. 5 cents for a soul heart, or 5 cents for a battery. And then a bomb. Take this. This is bombs are key again. We will then take, I guess, a bomb or a battery. I think we take a battery. And we can just go ahead and pop that now. And I think that's as good as we're gonna get. And that is fine. Yeah, is there really a reason to go and try and gamble? Like, if we were to get the sphere, what is it called? Crystal ball. It would still have about the same charge, and it wouldn't guarantee a soul heart every time. It would reveal secrets on the floor every time. So there's maybe an argument for that, but I don't think there's really a great argument for that. Now, do homing shots really matter when you have such a low range? I don't think they do. I think at the end of the day you're still kind of doomed to have to be dead on with your shots. I'm taking more hits than I would have liked. It's not like these are even challenging guys. There you go, cube of meat. In here we go. The relic, holy shield. And let's fight the angel. If the angel actually has a lock-in for fighting him, or an increased chance of angel deals, we should definitely take advantage of that. Oh, this is slow. You gotta be really close to this guy, which really also highlights that his actual hitbox is probably a lot smaller than it would seem at first glance. Key piece 1. It does seem like you kind of go between key piece 1 and key piece 2. I probably should have done bombs or key first, then picked up that key. And we really don't have enough bombs to do this, but we'll do it anyway. Is there anything else to consider doing now? I guess you try your luck. Yep, 4 cents down the drain. We're definitely not doing bad, but like we're looking for range up hills or something. The holy shield very well may significantly reduce our potential damage. Yeah. We can fly, so that can't affect us. Yeah, and I guess if we just keep lucking up, we might have some success here. And we're gonna quickly be in a weird situation where this is almost impossible to defeat these guys without taking damage. We're gonna potentially have a charge and no reason to use the charge, which that's not terrible. You kind of wish, though, and Repentance sort of does this, but it really doesn't. You'd wish if you were fully charged there would be some item or trinket you could get that would leave a fragment of a battery worth 1 room on the floor, so you always got that reward. You could always come back and get it if you were full. But sometimes in games, it is kind of more interesting to have to kind of punish the good players versus punish the bad players and tell them, well, you don't need this extra help, so we're not gonna clutter every level with a ton of batteries. We kinda already have that anyways, because we are many times we are in a scenario where we can leave soul hearts and red hearts on the floor, depending on whether or not you can collect the soul hearts and red hearts. I can get that black heart. I should come back and get it later. It'd be nice if Azazel's range just increased as you went further down the floors. Something more guaranteed. I'm gonna have to get really close to these guys. It's probably secret room there. Let's look at the entire floor first. Telepills. Not really gonna be too useful, but we can get out of a challenge room, which is probably worth doing that. Or if we could find a curse room, I guess it would get us out of the curse room. That's an interesting question, I suppose, as to whether or not it would be better to take the telepills to the next floor and see if we can find a curse room to make better use of it. Okay. No pheromones, we have telepills. We might as well take pheromones. Secret room, I think, is here. It gives us another battery, which, unless I was just gonna go for Eternal Heart or something, I don't know what I'd be really looking for. Super secret room might be here. No. Then that gets into the dangerous situation of it being potentially here or here. 50% shot, I guess. No. I could have gotten into the shop for free. So before we do that, this is caves 2, which I don't think is Mom's Foot. Bloodlust, no, anemic, toxic blood. Did that increase our range a little bit? It seems like it did. Okay. I'm gonna go up here, go over here, still avoid the dark heart. Go over here, go this way. Take the telepills. Then, yeah, we don't have a need to get a charge, so there really is not a lot of reason to take the challenge room on. But then it might give us something if we defeat the challenge room without taking any damage. So, that is a thought also. Yeah, let's just telepill out. And then we'll take this key and coin. Let's see. And then we come up this way. And we'll take the Black Heart now, and then we'll pop that Book of Revelations. And is it worth it? Which way are we going with this guy? We're going downward anyway, so we might as well just use the key. We could have bombed into this, but we'll save the bomb to look for, I guess, a super secret room. Now all of a sudden we've got a Steam sale, which that solves a big problem as far as things just being too expensive. Alright, and an Eternal Heart. Yeah, still not getting range up, but I can't really find fault with this floor and how I played it. That worked really well. Did that character lose his pheromone effect because he killed all the other enemies in the room? Possibly. Do we have a bomb to fight the angel? If we go and fight the angel. HP and luck up. Head of Krampus probably would be a game changer, so it's not a bad choice. If it gives us lump of coal, that's less of a good choice, sir, but this does mean we have to get rid of our Book of Revelation, but yeah, it helped us very well. And I would say, yeah, in most runs you are going to replace your left trigger item a few times. Yeah. So this is going to come down to now being really good at not taking damage. Because we won't be able to regenerate that damage. But we're starting to get warmed up, so I think there's a decent chance of that. That's another one of those rooms where you have to be careful, and I was scratching my face as I walked through the room. Yep. That is certainly another thing about Isaac, that it gets a little too extreme to the point where you can't even take your hand off the controller. I could have left those on the floor to see if maybe I get Humbling Bundle or D20. Alright, that's a full health pill. Good to know. We don't have to be afraid of the creep because we're flying. And we can just go ahead and shoot all these flames and take these bombs with us. Which that gives us enough now potentially to find the secret room and super secret room if we're dead on as far as our guesses. Just wait for that to explode and then we'll fly over and grab all these. That is definitely an example of a room where flying is greatly rewarded, to the point where your odds should be much higher to get that room if you have flying versus if you don't. It should almost be a collection of reward rooms that you might just get because the game is being nice to you based on your stats. We can just shoot through these guys, so. As crazy as it sounds, it probably is smarter to take the cartridge. And then we're thinking secret room's probably here. We should just go a little bit further, just to be certain. Yeah. Well, no, secret room can't be there. Super secret room kinda has to be here. That gives us that machine. It's weird. There should be a 7 Deadly Sins room somewhere here, and we're not seeing it. Secret room could be here, but my indication would be there would be more here. Okay. Can't be here, can't be above or below there. So it really wouldn't be connected to any of those. So it's either here or here. And I think it would be here. No, really? Just walk out and walk back in. Okay. So do we have a teleport that would let us out of that room without taking damage? Not at the moment, so I don't think we want to go into the cursed room. We didn't have to deal with that rock room to think maybe there would be a secret, super secret room here, or a secret room here. Doesn't seem like there's any tinted rocks either. So then it's just going to come down to what do we get in here? Smart Revenge Fly. Revenge Fly has shown itself to be incredibly useful in the past. And then shop. Which I guess you take this and you take this and you blow up this, and maybe we'll come back and get the 3-cent coin, and maybe we'll even come back and get the 3-cent soul heart, but there's already a soul heart on the floor. There was no pills, right? Alright, so then that leaves us with just gambling. There's a pill somewhere here. It's a full health pill. Like, our luck stat is fairly high, but we have also seen that luck doesn't seem to affect things as much as you would think it would. If we could get the dollar, that would be great. That would set us for the rest of the run. That would mean we wouldn't have to waste a bunch of time gambling. And it would also let us dump a whole bunch of stuff into the donation machine. Oops, wasted a key there. Okay. That didn't work out as nicely as I'd like it to. Oh, we definitely don't need that card. Alright, moving on. Cage is definitely a character to probably just hope we can kill fast and early. Revenge Fly can now just take him out, so just stand still. Just don't even bother firing at him. Just take a nice little break. There we go. Toothpicks, tears, and shot speed up. I suppose that's nice. There's nothing more to take. And while it is a long journey, it's totally worth it to just go pick up the soul heart that we've already gotten. Okay. Did we get the thing in here? No. I don't think there's an argument to go to the sacrifice room, the curse room, but still. Like, unless I can get telepills after this fight, which we have identified, so we don't have to take a real risk of that, or we get a full card or something that teleports us. Maybe there would be a case that if you went in the curse room there would be spiders or something, and in the fighting the spiders you could trigger the game cartridge and use the game cartridge to escape the floor for free, but yeah, that is just way too speculative. Alright, so we're still at full health. We're still going downward. There's a little bit to buy. If anything, I think I'd just hold on to the coins for the next floor. We have one more floor with one more store. If all of a sudden we got like 2 of diamonds, we could put in a decent amount in the donation machine instead of just buying a battery that would be fairly redundant and unnecessary. We need to remind ourselves to have a bomb ready if we do get into the angel room. Of course, we won't get into the angel room on this floor by conventional means, since this is the mom's foot floor. And Curse of Darkness, yeah, doesn't really affect the gameplay, it just affects how you can see, so it's still way more annoying than it really should be. We've got 2 bombs, which once again, if we're dead on with our secret room and super secret room guesses, well, that's enough. If we're wrong, then we'll need some more bombs. But ideally we want 3 bombs anyways for the angel room. And this is kind of a great example of how rooms could get very slow going forward. Let's not even spend a coin to go into the arcade at the moment. It also feels like we are too far away now from the idea of fighting all of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse to get the Super Meat Boy chunks, cubes of meat. Like, literally getting 4 cubes of meat also changes, like, your chances of succeeding all the way to the end of a run significantly in the negative direction. Like, you need better items than cubes of meat. And it's not like the second cube of meat makes the cube of meat twice as good as the first cube of meat to balance that out. It's not until really you get the 4th one that it starts to be significantly better, in my mind. Yep, this is slow. Really, really slow. But whatever, slow and steady, if it wins the race, works for me. Alright, this could be a fairly deadly room because the desire here for these spikes to hit you might be very high. Let's see, a red Heart Beggar. There might be an argument for that. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, black candle to remove curses for the last 4 floors. Keys we really don't need. Pills we don't know what that would do. I want to take the black candle just to do that. Yeah. Just to burn out the curse of darkness. I think that was a good deal. Although, since I was going to get evil with that, I should have waited and seen if I was going to take some damage first. We got bombs or keys, which, yeah. We'll take advantage of bombs or keys, too. Okay. Let's go down this way, in here. Infestation. We go inside. How many more keys are necessary in the entire run? I think 4 is probably a good number. Alright, we've got a battery. We've got this. I think we flip the bombs or keys here. Then the question is, where do we think the secret room, super secret room are? Can we get enough coins to trade things around? See if the secret room is here. No. Here? Yes. Some more coins. Another thing to blow up. Then let's pay this guy. Oh, I can hit this guy while I'm charged up for free. Is there a cursed room? We could go use the telepills. Could also use full health. We should figure out what this does. Alright. So what I want to do is go in here and then hit this. Let's see. Well, 2 of hearts does work for that. And poison shots probably is better. Okay. Telepills. Come over here. Hit this. Immediately get to that point. Okay. You know what? We'll just take this with us. We're getting a ton of pills. Anyways. Ton of flies. Go ahead and just grab that to save some time. And then we'll go ahead and grab that. And then do that twice. And then do that once. See, this pill here is a full health, so we can come back and use that later. Let's see. The cartridge does not save you from taking damage in that fashion, though. So that's good to know. Are you a wizard? Just let all my flies kill that guy, since he can be really annoying. Darn it. Well, Revenge Fly will now clear that for us. Moon card takes us to the next room. Let's do this, this, and this, and this. Take this, do this, and this. Alright, so let's go check this out now. Let's see. Try and get something that would give us like full HP up here. Would be nice. If we could get a blood bag immediately, that would work. Alright, then you take the blood bag HP up now. We're just waiting for the cartridge to kick in. Contracts wealth, but from what cost? Alright, do we have any other things to consider? Yeah, I think we're still kind of safe to do this. Also. Yeah. This guy would have to pay out incredibly fast for it to be worthwhile. Alright, but yeah, well, since we have a full HP here, we can do this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and that. Okay. Go this way. This direction, this direction, this direction. Telepills. Alright. So, well, that immediately jammed. Alright, well then you buy this. We buy this. We have no idea what that is. That's speed down. Take this. At a certain point, you are literally just generating flies. So, yeah. Just doing super secret room now would be the last consideration. Where could it be? Okay. Luck up. Luck up. Full health. Pheromones. Alright, well, this is crazy. We've got 2 full healths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full health. Oh, actually, I should have done it the other way, but whatever. Yeah. Let's go back this direction. It's should have been this. Then take this for HP up. And then do this. And then you take the full health. Do we take explosive thoughts? I think we do. It'll give us range. Do we take the moon? I think we do. There's a battery. We could come back and get, if we wanted, to get a full charge on the head of Krampus. And then I guess the question is, does the invincibility intrigue us more than the poison shots? It probably does. Let's see. Telepills versus the moon, or pheromones versus the moon. I think we do this. Do we use the bombs or key? No. We switch this back to that. Yeah. It took a lot of time, but that's gotten us where we need to go. Right. And there's a decent shot that just all the flies immediately will defeat Mother. We're going down. We're not guppy or anything though, so there's still reason. Right. And we'll get the second part of the key. And we'll have soul art here. That, yep. In case we take any damage. There you go, a couple keys. Can't take that. We can now potentially fight Mega Satan. Are we really well suited to fight Mega Satan? No, we've got a really high luck up, which might help us get better rooms, but we'd still need a couple upgrades in damage and as much help as we can do as far as range. I really feel like Azazel probably just starts at this crippled position with range regardless, and even if you got your range up as high as possible, it still is only going to get you 3/4 of the way across the room at most. Alright. Now this is just all going to be about... We'll clear this room. Damage avoidance as much as possible. We just want to get to the enemies, get to the bosses as fast as possible now that we're in the room. Yeah, even if we found an arcade, it would be fairly useless of an area because we already have the donation machine jammed. We're looking for things like money equals power, maybe. We could certainly try for more pills with a Wheel of Fortune slot machine, but that is kind of it. Skatol, for instance, not really going to help you. We could get some more bombs. But also potentially would just be a huge waste of time. I'm seeing a lot of explosions here, but none of them have actually hurt me. Guess it's to the right. Even getting a dark bomb at this point really wouldn't help you. Double chests. An eternal heart. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a reason to need bombs or keys even. Here, we'll see if this is the secret room. No? Would fetal protection make sense? I don't think it kind of does. And since you started with flight, a lot of the issues that you would normally run into kind of get adjusted for and stop being issues. Might as well just leave the coins on the ground. Alright, I don't think we've taken any damage on this floor, so we could look for super secret room here. And then at that level, I kind of don't know what a super secret room would be, or a secret room. It would be weird if the secret room was here. Alright, well. Getting another angel room deal wouldn't be terrible. Just more defensive items. These are not my fighters. I thought they were mine for a second. There. Wow. One of the items I have clearly is giving me like a first-hand safety as far as not taking the first hit of damage, which that is amazingly good. Is there any reason to go through the rest of this floor? No, I think you just leave. I think we just make short work of it, go to the next floor, get the Eternal Heart life up. I don't know what you're really looking for here. You can do this, you can do that. That can give me an Eternal Heart, I guess. Box of stuff. 2 of spades doubles that. Speed up, it's not bad. Keys. Bombs. What you wouldn't want to do here is do any of the safety cap. I don't know what that really does. We wouldn't want to sacrifice any life. So, just kind of safely, very carefully try to place a bomb in between those two. And yeah, we're back up to 99 cents. And that didn't take too long. Good. Alright. We'll just assume that this is the big right direction. And it wasn't, actually. This is the kind of room where explosive thoughts could really hurt us. Now Revenge Flag can just clean up the room, so just let it do its job. But yeah, we are getting soul hearts back for every chest we get. And see, now that I have like double chests, when we get down to the dark place and we get all those we get the 4 starting red chests, does that somehow then all of a sudden double into a 8 starting red chests? Because that would be fairly crazy. We're down 1 soul heart. And then we're back up 1 soul heart. I also think we have the mom's key, and that is doubling the amount of stuff we're getting from chests on top of getting double chests. So there's almost a guaranteed double. I guess we'll just leave coins in case there is a D20 we run into. Are you wizard's not useful, speed down's not useful. We have enough bombs to just go ahead and see if this is like the super secret room here or here. Missing page versus cartridge. I think you probably take the missing page at that level, because on rare occasions that will also activate other effects on top of just being the Polaroid in the negative. We don't have the Polaroid, so potentially the Polaroid acting as a extra defense could work out very nicely. This is taking a long time. And this really does make an argument that you really wouldn't want to play as Azazel. And I think that really happens with a lot of the characters, is that if you were given your absolute choice and you weren't trying to be a YouTuber and you weren't trying to show off, you really wouldn't pick playing as Azazel. It's just a frustrating experience that's going to end a lot of runs for kind of dumb reasons. Like, every game has to struggle with finding good reasons to give a game over, or a lose scenario, versus bad reasons to give a lose scenario, and it's very, very hard to get good reasons that feel like fair, good reasons that somebody lost. Well, at this point, I don't think it's worth it to look in the big room and possibly take more damage. We have an Eternal Heart, so we just go and fight It Lives, and that should be fine. Gonna have to get really, really close if I'm gonna be able to hit this guy. Oops. We've got a problem. I have to play really, really careful here now to clear people. Isaac's friendly fire shots are doing damage too, but alright, well, you know what? We'll just let the Revenge Fly win it for us. Alright. And we lost our Eternal Hurt. And I still think you're probably better off just going down. Just going down. Arguably, we get out of this floor fairly quickly, too. That would be nice. Let's check what this is. Okay. Take these 2 keys and then let's just pop out of there. Alright. Soul Hearts with 99 cents. This is what can help. As long as we don't blow things up with explosive thoughts, which is dangerous. And we knew it was going to be dangerous to play as that. Yeah. As long as the slot machine doesn't explode or give us $1, which would be fairly useless at this point. And actually does pay out with some soul hearts at some point. Troll bomb almost blew it up. I bumped the troll bomb with the slot machine itself. out of the way. Yep. And then my cube of meat is doing work. I probably shouldn't have taken that, but whatever. Now, if we could get another Eternal Heart, that would be nice. That's maybe the better pill to take is full health. Yeah. Did we have a Balls of Steel pill in this run? Or was that the previous run? There definitely would be a question as far as just how do you legitimately think you're gonna beat Mega Satan at this rate? It would be difficult. Like, the attack fly would have to attach to Mega Satan and just do a massive amount of damage. Same is kind of true for the devil. Same is kind of true for the lamb, which I'm hoping I can beat the lamb. But then I guess we get to the dark place and we're given a bunch of red chests, so maybe at that point we get something like Guppy's head or something and we can just spawn a ridiculous amount of flies. Alright. Well, we gave it our best effort. And we have enough bombs to now test if we can get somewhere else. What is the furthest distance we can take this? And I guess that is downward. So here we go. Yep. It is very weird, to say the least, to have to take on an enemy with the explosive thoughts first, and then once the explosive thoughts are out of the way, really then start to try and maneuver and play. Okay, we've got enough bombs to justify blowing up all of these. Not a single soul heart. Okay. Thinking this way. Gotta find the ones that are actual viable targets and avoid the eternal ones. Let's see if we can get some black hearts. Alright, that's one black heart. Let's go this way. I don't know if I've even fought this guy before. We'll take a dry baby. We'll definitely use the reusable fly head, but I think we'll want to take Krampus into the Satan fight and fully charged. Multiple explosions happening. Darn it. Okay. We'll leave that. Is it up or is it down? Do we think? there. With the guppy's head, there is much more of an argument to go through every room and try and get as much of a charge as possible and as many flies as possible using the charges. Alright. This game really is trying to help me. You really can't deny that. If the game was just trying to screw me over, it would have given me an average amount of HP ups and kind of nothing else. So maybe it's giving me what I need and not what I want as far as range ups. Right. Let's use our bombs. Hopefully in a good way. Okay, that makes it feel better. Take this. We already found the secret room, so we don't need to worry about that. And I guess the question is, do we take Krampus's head to the next floor? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was too slow on it. Interesting. Normally I'm way too early on that. Alright, revenge fly time. Just avoid, maybe get a pot shot here and there, but mostly just avoid. Again, just kind of let the revenge fly do the damage. The missing page is triggering effects, but that doesn't mean we're actually taking damage. We've only taken like 2 hits of damage. Alright, now let's see if we can center this and get rid of that quickly. Dark Place Head of Krampus probably is smarter. There is no good reason not to, however, just come and grab these hearts. Yeah. And just because we have the key to fight Mega Satan doesn't mean we have to fight Mega Satan. Although, in all fairness, if we clean off the floor and have done everything else, there's really no reason not to try. Alright, so that should give us Guppy at that point. A little late to the party, but whatever. And we've got a couple soul hearts, which we'll get those at the end. Now it's just about finding a path, I guess. Find the right way to the lamb and be done with the lamb first. We kind of always go to the right, and it so far has not really shown up on the right. How many of these heads are real? All of them? Yeah. These guys are moving really, really fast. I don't know if the revenge fly can really take them on. I gotta be careful. I've got like 2 more hits. There we go. 3 more hits. And then I pop the full health. And yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Alright, another hit. Let Revenge Fly just do the damage. Wafer, damage reduction. Nice. And Lil Haunt. He can help. And honestly, at this point, I probably should consider just using the full health now instead of later. But whatever. I don't know how I can take out this guy without taking at least 1 hit of damage. We can get Lil Haunt to try and attack people, but you can see the amount of damage he's doing, Lil Haunt is doing, is ridiculously low. Just keep an eye on your health. Remember the health. I still think we can beat the lamb if we can find the lamb quickly. Otherwise, every room is going to have this scenario where you're just wondering, is this the room that's gonna kill you, or is it gonna give you just enough health to continue down the path and keep on trying? Alright, guess technically I could do 1 more hit. Guy's moving far too fast. Oh, this is probably stupid. There we go, full health. Probably incredibly stupid to even have done that much. Like, I have several damage reduction items that obviously are affecting things. And that is very nice to have damage reduction items, but in this weird scenario where Azazel really has no way of regaining health or doing anything. But yet he has no way of taking damage. Alright, we just gotta do this. There's no way we beat this without considerable assistance. So we're gonna use up our Krampus charge. So now we're potentially looking for a battery or just enough rooms to refill it. If we have to go into the lamb without a Krampus charge, that's gonna suck. Like, I'm not intentionally taking on these rooms. I really am just looking for the boss room. Maybe if there was a slot machine in the secret room, I guess maybe we could get our health up that way. Assuming that's an option. Alright, let's think about that. We have enough bombs to look. I took 1 health. We'll just let them deal with the rest of it. Suppose if I got a full health pill, I could probably use the rest of my life to get around that. Seriously. Way too late in the game to be fighting super grade. Just take everything. Might as well. Okay. This might be a room where there is almost a legitimate argument to use Are You a Wizard? Too. Although I don't know if that really would even affect anything. Wow, we might be able to get out of this room without taking a single hit of damage. With just a lot of persistence and carefulness. A lot of elimination of small, tiny characters. Yeah. Individually, they're not particularly strong bosses. Where's my explosive thoughts when I need it? This is another case of a giant room being full of nothing and leading to nothing. Where is this going then? Alright, we took our 1 damage, let's not take any more. Okay. So then, this room connects to that room. Could I possibly take out this guy with a cube of meat or something? I do have another Krampus charge. I'd like to hold on to that. That's 1 down. And I took damage, so I would have died a long time ago if I didn't have so many damage reduction things, but this does feel like there's a high chance that this run is fairly doomed. These guys like to pop up right in front of you, so how can I explode explosive thoughts into them without blowing it up in my face? It's 1, 2. Wasn't expecting him to pop up over there. Let's see. Tech 5. That changes things a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. Now we've got this tech attack that, while somewhat weak, can just be fired, and all of a sudden, at the last minute, we are getting a, while buggy, somewhat viable attack that can be used to do damage and really target people. It is better than explosive thoughts. Best buds, one protector, conjoined friends, and a red heart. Alright, well. Will I take any damage if I stand where I am? Possibly, probably. There we go. So ideally what we're looking for is a super secret room that is just full of red hearts. Flatworm, not gonna cut it. Okay. There's a couple other rooms we could go try and take on. It would be stupid to try. There's a couple of soul hearts we can get. It isn't insane to try and blow up rocks, even though odds are almost zero that you'd get anything from it. It's not like we've got anything else we can really do with the soul rocks, or the bombs, other than try and use them against the lamb, which, yeah, that might work too. Oh, I could only take 2 soul hearts. We don't have a pill that's useful. We can just walk through this way. Stats wise, yeah, we're not as high as I'd like to be. Right. Is now the time to hit him with the Krampus, or is later the time to hit him with Krampus? I think my conjoined friend is going to make this a little bit easier. Yeah. We got him. And that unlocked Demon Baby. Okay. And so we just have the effect going on now, so we'll just wait till the light goes back. And take note that the curse black candle does not eliminate that effect, or the effect similar when done by the advocate or by these guys. Alright, so I don't want to pick up this soul heart yet. We'll go and we'll see if we can do something else. Otherwise, we're going in there with against Mega Satan with kind of nothing as far as a plan and a left trigger usable item, unless this gives me a battery. And even if it did give me a battery, it's still going to be quite an intensive fight. It kind of needs to give me a battery and a full health pill and some other pill all in one. Yeah, Revenge Fly. Yeah, might help. Alright, so we could take the bean. Or we can take the bomb, remote control detonation, or we can take the butterbean. And of those three awful options, the bean is the best one to take. Yeah, this is insane. 7 bombs and a revenge fly and a conjoined twin and is not going to win against Mega Satan. It's just not going to happen. I guess maybe if we can just take this really slow. Now these guys aren't gonna give you anything. Yeah. I gotta move a lot faster. This death character is throwing scythes at me all over the place. Yeah, they wouldn't give me cubes of meat or anything after defeating these guys, so you're dead in the water as far as getting Super Meat Boy. They're not really giving you anything as an item anyways. Like, if they gave you even red hearts, that would be kind of appreciated. Let's not stand in front of the guy who's going to brimstone you. That's probably a good strategy. Yep, I'm just going quiet, really trying to focus here. This will be straight up a miracle if this works. Mega Brimstone there. Okay. Theoretically, now Revenge Fly and see, I don't even know if I have Revenge Fly out or if I have to actually get hit again. Yeah. Now Revenge Fly is up there doing the business. So if I can just avoid damage and let my explosive thoughts refill in this bullet hell nightmare scenario. Wow. I am shocked I was able to pull that off. That was crazy. That was really lucky. Revenge Fly really doing a lot of work for us. Unfortunately, for Rebirth, if it is counting this internally, I don't know if you get the... Let's just go ahead and skip. Demon Baby has been unlocked. I don't know if you would get these completion marks after the fact, or if you would just have to go fight Mega Satan all over again with each character. And at a certain point, I guess it doesn't matter, because you could easily make an argument for most players, if you're getting to the level I'm getting to as far as success, that I should just go ahead and get all the completion marks done on hard mode. You don't have to get them on normal and hard mode. There aren't achievements tied specifically to normal. So you can just kind of cheat it and start on hard mode at the beginning if you're really, really good at the game. Although, arguably, if you're playing on hard mode with a brand new save file, that's really, really questionable how many people could succeed that way without all the items to assist us. Like, that success alone would have only happened, it only happened because of getting things like the wafer and several angel deals and really just helping us succeed in way better ways. And that is great now because Azazel is done and Lazarus is done and Eden's is done, so we're at Samson being the last character to even really have to worry about on the back half of the list. And then we've got Defeat the Lamb as Blue Baby, Defeat the Lamb as Judas, defeat the Chest and Blue Baby as Cain. So it's kind of boss rush a little bit here with Cain and see if we can pull this off. Damage up to start with, which his damage was, I think, slightly high to begin with anyways. I don't know what it really says about me, but it'd been like I hadn't seen a Passion play or a Passion of the Christ or an Easter play in enough time that I kind of forgotten the whole Crown of Thorns thing as part of the story, and I'm like, man, that is just horrifically cruel, brutal torture. It's like yeah, and I guess if you I would suggest everybody try it. Like, see if you can go without thinking about the crucifixion of Jesus for long enough that you forget the details as much as you possibly can, and go back and rehear that story and think of it as if it was a story just happening to a random person, maybe in modern time even, and you get a refreshed view, and I would suspect you'll get a refreshed view of just how incredibly gory and horrific that is. Like, you don't see that stuff in movies or video games or forms of entertainment in really any other ways. Saw, like sawing off a foot, Saw 1 is probably one of the most gory, well-known movies, and all the Saw movies combined, you usually aren't going as far. Interesting, Halo on top of Halo. You usually aren't going as far as like 40 lashes, being forced to carry a giant wooden cross, being nailed to a cross, putting a crown of thorns on people, being emotionally abused and taunted, stabbed in the side with a spear, being taunted, and people gambling with your clothing and putting vinegar on your lips so you're even more dehydrated. It is a lot. I'm trying to figure out if the shot speed is half as much on Cain because of the eye patch, or if it's just a visual effect. Yeah. And even Isaac, which is trying to go kind of crazy. Most gory horror games are like zombie games, and there's just an easy way to disassociate a zombie being beheaded or something as it's trying to attack you, or being shot in the head. But even Isaac, which is trying to be kind of extreme, really doesn't go that extreme. If there was a scene in one of the endings where Isaac is literally being crucified, I think that would be beyond good taste in most people's opinion. I wouldn't want to censor the artist and what they want to do, but there is probably a reason why we don't see that. Controversy doesn't really sell video games that much. I think that more happens with kind of indie movies, if anything, and maybe books. But video games, you're usually trying to appeal to a fairly broad market, even though Isaac is kind of lax in that department and not really trying to have broad appeal. But yeah, had Binding of Isaac not had this cartoony art style, and had it been hyper realistic, yeah, this would have been too extreme and frankly very difficult to play for many players if the horrificness. There is perhaps an insidiousness of just the mental aspects to this game that have to be considered too. I would never want to have a 10-year-old kid playing Binding of Isaac, even if they told me that they weren't affected by things. I'd be like, you don't think this will affect you, but this could, you could definitely be affected by it. So let's wait until you're an edgy 16-year-old at least. Of course, when I was a 10-year-old, I would have made the exact same argument that I wasn't affected by such things. But yeah, I don't trust other 10-year-olds. I kind of would have trusted myself, but even then, yeah, if I could go back and give myself 10-year-old me a Binding of Isaac on Switch or something like that, I still wouldn't do it. There is also, when you get away from even content, an issue to consider that Isaac is really the culmination of having knowledge of a lot of other items, a lot of other games. So it doesn't make good sense to play Isaac if you haven't played perhaps several dozen of the top 100 games minimum. Right, we have a guaranteed return here. And so that was probably worth it. Because now we had already gone in that room. Can't go into the challenge room. So maybe not as good of a return as it could have been. And that was a speed down. That's not what I was looking for. We're back to the basics, so it's gonna feel a little slower. Do we want to take a deal with the devil or skip a deal with the devil? Guess it doesn't matter, we didn't get the opportunity. A very high damage at the beginning of a run probably wouldn't help you as much as it should. And this is going to the chest, right? Yeah. I'll have to remind myself of that. And we didn't get the 7 Deadly Sins book, so we should only run into the average number of these. Which, the average number of these is still quite a lot now. This feels like this is going to be an HP run, so deals with the devil probably is a good move. Going for Guppy, I guess. Yeah, Guppy would help us fly and get flies and maybe give us eternal life. Or 9 lives. 9 lives would be the hardest choice to make. Let's see. Hit that one. Hit that one. There we go. Let's see. I guess we look for golden keys. I guess if we all of a sudden don't think we're gonna even make it past the floor, we maybe run back and check the shop. Honestly, we may not make it past the floor. We were doing so well in that last run. Where did all my luck go? Maybe it gets exhausted. Yeah. I don't really believe in luck, but I do understand perhaps the idea of mental exhaustion and you just subconsciously being only able to focus on your gameplay for so long. Might as well just take this on now. Chad, or Little Chad, would give us, I think, red hearts, which then gets us back to the idea of a red heart run. But how do you really min-max a red heart run? That would be the ultimate question. Looking for secret rooms, I guess, and super secret rooms. Some bombs. We should probably get rid of the trinket we have. Put a bomb here. It gets us to 8. A 3-cent discounted pill might be all we really get. Grab that. Let's see, I guess we could maybe use the tower in a room to try and blow up things. Can't get that one. Can't get that one. That does imply to me that that there is, I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying there. Yeah, I'm starting to get mentally exhausted. And some of this is definitely happening because of the fact that I'm playing off screen with at this point, yeah, there's not really a reason to, I think, play anything off screen. We'll have to look at the blue baby and see if I really have gotten everything done with the blue baby or not. But if I get everything done with the blue baby, I'm not going to try and unlock the lost. I've said it dozens of times now, and I'm sticking to it, which is kind of oddly consistent for me. But yeah, if we get blue baby done, then at a certain point I'm just either going to struggle on screen to get the rest of the things done, or I'm going to call it a day and end the series. Alright. Alright, well, that sucks, but 9 lives. And honestly, we should drop this trinket. We're already big enough. We need to just stay consistently our size. 3 cents for a pill that we don't know what does, and a soul heart. And that's all we can do. We came in here and got everything. Ideally, balls of steel, maybe even a teleport pill that would get us somewhere. Super secret room now is the question, I guess. We have enough bombs to look for it. It's not in this room. So, is it in this room? Lucky poop. Petrified poop, whatever. Not terrible. We would have traded Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy with that anyways. Okay. First room. Probably a bad room to pull the pill in. So we'll just clear this one. I guess once again we're playing normally. We want to just take the quickest path possible towards the boss room. See if we can take no damage or no red heart damage and get a deal with the devil. Deals with the devil with 1 red heart would be a little dangerous, but not undoable. If that had been like Guppy's Paw, that would have been great. We could use Guppy's Paw quite a bit right now. That's 1 health down, 1 life down. Now, I don't think it's worth it to look for a golden key on this floor. I think it is way better to get through the item room and get whatever assistance that item room might give us. Yeah. We may just straight up die here. Stand there. Nope, nope. There was a poop in the way there. Yeah, took 4 attempts. Stigmata damage and HP up. Okay. That may help a little bit. Oh, also, why didn't I pull the pill? At least I would have known then it was a full health. What item did we get potentially that would have put us down the red chest path? Kind of nothing. Like, we have like 2 halos on us. We have the halo and the crown of thorns. And you would think if anything would put us down more of the gold chest angel path, it would be that. But maybe there's just no connection between gold chest, luck chest, and the angel path at all. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. And gold chests just randomly appear no matter whether you're more on the positive or negative side. There are a lot of games where you're on the good path or the evil path. Then there are a few games that have tried to add multiple paths more than just a good path and an evil path. Generally, when a game does have a good and evil path, it's super boring to play as a good path, and it's not a well thought out system. So it really was one of the many systems that were added to games because one game did it well, and it became just fashionable to steal that concept from that one game until it became incredibly cliche and played out and underappreciated. How can we avoid taking damage? Okay. Super secret room here. Super secret room here. Interesting. Super secret room can't be here. So it's there. Red hearts. Secret room can't be to the left or right of this. Can't be down below that. Could be over here on the right. Red chest for Guppy's Paw is, I guess, what we're looking for. And this is caves 2. Is there a better argument to go looking at the rest of the floor at this point? I don't think there is. We should go take on the boss with 2 health, a soul heart, and a pill. Which, okay, that's balls of steel, so now if we get just a ton of balls of steel going forward, maybe we could adjust. If we gotta deal with the devil in this room, we would need like 2 1 heart trades at best, or 1-2 heart trade. HP tears up, shot speed down. Which, that probably isn't gonna affect too much because our shot speed probably was at the lowest already. And with the lucky poop, I guess you just have a slightly better reason to run around the floor. We lost our halo. There is an item I don't think we've collected so far called Midas Touch. I don't know if it's an item that is specifically locked behind anything, or if it is just that we have not collected it as one of the several items that we have not collected, which that number is just increasingly getting smaller and smaller. There you go, Maggie's Faith. Alright, well that changes everything. It's not worth a bomb to potentially get a bomb, particularly since you might miss. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. No tinted rocks or anything. Okay. So kind of a mad boss rush mentality. We've already missed the boss rush, but if we could get through this floor, next floor without taking damage, we'll get a HP up, or if we can just get an Eternal Heart, we'll get an HP up. And then that helps us a little bit more. Clearly we're looking for HP ups, because I don't think we're gonna get deals with the devil or anything else to consider. I didn't realize there was two of them. I could leave things on the floor for a potential B20 or Jera, but it's not worth the time. Yeah, I'm quickly running out of my soul heart protections. That's it. Yep, there goes our Eternal Heart. Boy, do I just all of a sudden feel like really sluggish. And it's not just because I picked up the lard and my speed is lower. I just feel more mentally drained than I probably even should be. That blue baby and the Azazel run sucked the energy out of me. It's a good thing we're approaching the end of the series. Yeah, I could not go another couple weeks playing Binding of Isaac. It's fairly exhausting. And if anything, one thing that astute watchers of my channel, if they have gone back and watched the first series I ever put on my channel, as different and weird as the first series is, like, the amount of times where I've been able to pause videos and run to the bathroom have like increased massively since that first series many years ago. I did not even have the pause video functionality set up originally, or at least I didn't know about it. And the amount of time in the first series, I probably did 4 or 5, maybe even 6 or 7 hour runs sometimes. And now I would almost certainly try to break that up more. And some of that definitely has to do with the fact that I made a timer that specifically tells me how long we've been going, so I don't get just blurred into thinking it's only been an hour when it's been 2 or 3. The old saying, time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, both physically and mentally, being many years older, Isaac is a little bit more of a challenge. Video games are kind of a young man's, young woman's game. Young person's game, I guess, would be a good way to update that phrase. Stop playing around so I can shoot you. Man. That took a lot of time. Let's just continue down. Right. This is a room that's nearly impossible because you have to hope that they go in certain patterns so that you can start to go in circles. But if they're up here, then you can't hit them, and if they're down there, you can't really hit them. And when you get back to a room like this, it's back to 6. And see, that initial pattern does keep them in a weird position. 3 more lives. I was hoping for a gold key, not gonna get it. Let's see. Isaac's tears can be used. And while we're at it, just so we make some progress, let's come over here and put some coins in the donation machine. Alright. With any luck, this will put us about 79 cents away from being at $9.99. Or 77 cents away. That's not terrible. Alright, so yeah. Isaac's Tears has increments of charge, but then they recharge as you're shooting, I guess. Which, maybe that helps, but not really. Yeah, it does not refill until you start shooting, but you're almost never going to be in a situation where that's a problem. Alright, so much for our run, but yeah, we are 8 deaths away. I think there's no reason whatsoever to not get to 100 deaths. And yeah, we're gonna have several runs that are gonna just have to try and focus towards the lamb. We've pretty much shown that the chest is easier. And yeah, the blue baby is the last character that I would just play off screen, because at a certain point, if I can't get Judas all the way to the lamb, why am I even bothering to play it if I'm playing off screen? These are all characters that are worth actually showing the entire run. Isaac is totally worth showing the entire run. Cain to the chest is totally worth showing in another run. Judas to the lamb is totally worth showing. Judas starts with fairly low level health, so maybe if I got Blue Baby after the lamb, maybe I'd play a little bit of Judas off screen. Samson, there's no reason not to show that. And yeah, we barely have 5 people. 5 more items that would be unlocked anyways, which would get us to 321 items unlocked and 5 more secrets, which there's still something weird here about the amount of secrets that are still locked. Like, it doesn't seem right. It seems like there's a character we just have not fought. It seems like there's maybe several items we have not gotten. We know probably about Super Meat Boy and Super Bandage Girl, so that might be these 2 locked items. And we know there are 6 lost secrets and lost in general. But I don't know what this group of 2 could be, unless it's just 2 enemies. I don't know what this group of 3 secrets could be. I don't know what these secrets here could be. I really wish this game was a lot closer to some of the Minecraft mods where you start off with a book telling you exactly what to do, and you just have to grind your way through it, and you can at least look for help that way. Skyblock is an example of that. Even having to look it up online, it seems like it's fairly too obtuse to have a direct path to say, here's how you would play the game optimally to unlock as much as possible. So the black candle is the first one that unlocks, the red candle is the second one, and then the blue candle seems to be not near the black candle as far as an item, so I don't know, maybe the red candle is better than the blue candle, and the blue candle just unlocks in a completely different way. I would have to assume I have defeated Krampus without taking any damage, but maybe I haven't, and maybe that unlocks something. I don't know what else there really would even be to do. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this entire run here of secrets are blue babies, and like beat something on hard mode to unlock babies. Which, yeah, that's for co-op only, so there's really no reason to do that other than to just get all the achievements. But yeah, we are very much running out of excuses to even play Isaac. Yeah. So, yeah. I keep going, yeah. Sorry about that. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.